Hello and welcome to Spin That Shit. I'm your host Steven, and today's going to be part 3 of my vinyl collection. Now, you know how it goes 10 minutes of unscripted, uncut, whatever. I go through, talk about everything in my vinyl collection, what I like it, why it's there, and we go through that. Ready? Go. Alright. So we got, of course, you can't have a vinyl collection without Sabbath, and this is not a vertical swirl pressing, which I want so bad, but those things are super pricey. These are, however, the colored reissues. If you can see right there. Oh, just super great opaque red. And this is a mashup from the 2014 remaster, I believe, is what it is. And they come with really awesome polyline sleeves. So if you ever end up finding those, and you see it's like, oh yeah, with the remaster tapes and it's colored, pick it up. Really good. And also with that, you can have it without Master of Reality. And this is one a really great, like foresty green. Ooh, so good, so good. Basically that I want to say this is number 3 on my list of favorite excuse me Sabbath albums. Just because the other two are so good. It's not the worst. Of course, it's actually an amazing album. But when you compare it to 2 other amazing albums, it doesn't beat out, which sucks because it's a great album. And I'm holding out to get the Vinyl Me Please Paranoid. So until then, it's not my collection, which sucks. Then we got the new Bon Iver. I like to say Bon Iver, that's just me. But it is the new Bon Iver, 22 million. And a lot of people don't really like this as much as other stuff, and I don't blame them. But at the same time, I really like it. I don't personally recommend getting the vinyl, just because it sounds... the pressing quality is not too good, and it's more of a digital album anyways. So if you have it on digital, if you have it on Spotify, Apple Music, keep it that way. I might end up selling that later on. Who knows? It's still really cool, and I love the packaging, actually. Because in addition to having a really great cover, and a relatively nice gatefold, it comes with really cool, this like, awesome booklet that has all the lyrics and stuff, but in really, like, weird ways. Like, you can see, it's just super cool. So for kind of like a, not the best sounding pressing, you have a really nice package. Next, we have Danny Brown's Atrocity Exhibition, and this is not the Vinyl Me Please edition, but it is still limited edition pink. And what's weird is it's not like an actual like bound together vinyl. It has the pouch over here, and it just kind of has like sleeves, with a booklet in the middle. But it's on these really great translucent pinks that like legit look like hard candy. But it sounds fantastic, and it's his weirdest album yet. And it's the only pressing that I have. It's the only album of his that I have physically, just because I'm waiting to get Triple X on that white vinyl, which Triple X is my favorite by him personally, just because it's so raunchy and awesome. But I do know that I do acknowledge that this is his best work. It's just that Triple X happens to be my favorite because it was my introduction to Danny Brown, and I Will is the best track ever. If you can make a song about eating a girl out, you're special. And then we got Time Out by Dave Brubeck. Take 5 being the highlight track on here. And this is a 72, I want to say, reissue. And I saw this over at Bookman's, and the cover looks so good, and it was $10. So I'm like, fuck it, let's get it. And the disc looks really great too. There's everything about it. It's not bad at all. Just a seminal jazz record. You can't go wrong. You have The Cars. Subtitle, I believe. And it's really great pop rock album. 79. This is an upgrade to my previous copy that I got. I remember when I was working over at ZA Records, this dude came in. It had to be like a dude that worked for like a record company or something like that, because he brought in so many really awesome like quality pressings of really great 80s albums. and just all of them were like the covers were flawless. The vinyl was just, it looked like unplayed, and so I grabbed so many of those. It was just whoever you are in the world, I don't remember your name or a lot of what you put in. Fantastic. Uh, Basically the only country album in my collection, Johnny Cash, live at Folsom Prison. Really solid album here. And you can't go wrong with Johnny Cash, first of all, but to have like an audience this good and this hilarious, cheering at every fucked up moment in all of his tracks, having the title track, Folsom Prison Blues, and Dirty Old Egg Sucking Dog. Oh, just such a good album, and hilarious at times, and heart wrenching at times. You cannot go wrong. Next, one of the weirdest albums I have. Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah, self-titled. Brooklyn band from, I want to say 2005. Yeah, 2005. And they self-released this really weird, awesome album. And it has, I can't really describe it other than it's weird with really like, kind of vocals. Straight up, that's all I can kind of describe it as. And it's so weird, but at the same time, it's super catchy. And super poetic, and just everything about it. Like, there's no song on here that I don't like, and it starts strong, it finishes strong. And this is the 10th anniversary pressing on this really great. It says golden, but it's not. It's more like a butterscotch kind of looking thing. Looks like a butterscotch candy, but it sounds fantastic, and I love this thing. I love the packaging. Like the gatefold is just artsy fartsy, really fun. And I can't say anything other than I love this album. I genuinely love this album. This was like my summer album this year, or last year, I guess, 2016. Then we got, you're gonna hate me, Coldplay's Parachutes. I was not gonna buy this until I figured out that this was like Barnes & Noble, their record day. It was exclusive to them, and I wasn't going to buy it until I realized really awesome orange marbling. And it's honestly their best work. Early Coldplay is obviously better than later Coldplay. But this one's actually not too bad. I mean, you got Shiver. It's my favorite track on here. And then you got let's see, Yellow, Trouble, Parachutes. It's not a bad record. It's not a bad record, and it sounds really good on vinyl. In addition to being just a really nice orange pressing, and it's going up in price too. So I feel like I made a good decision picking that guy. Aha! You have the holy trinity right here. You got Face Value, Hello I Must Be Going, and No Jacket Required by the wonderful Phil Collins, one of my favorite solo artists of all time. Not the biggest Genesis fan, but at the same time, I love his solo work, specifically No Jacket Required. Everything on these three albums, like, I can't bring myself to get rid of these things because they're just so well produced. And the singing's amazing. Obviously, the drums are amazing. Just, you can't go wrong with those guys. Favorite track on here is probably going to be Take Me Home, or Susudio. This guy, I Don't Care Anymore is obviously good, but I feel like You Can't Hurry Left always has to be kind of number one on here. And In the Air Tonight, come on. Onto my CCR records. You got Cosmos Factory. This is an OG press that I actually had in the shrink wrap, but I can't keep shrink wrap on records. I don't know what it is about it, but it irritates me. But this thing's in great quality, or great condition. And Rambo Temple is a great intro to here, but this has like some of the best tracks. You got Traveling Band, Ooby Dooby, Looking at My Back Door, Run Through the Jungle, Up and Around the Bend, My Baby Left Me, Who Will Stop the Rain, Heard of the Grapevine. Like, there's so many strong, like, original, like this is like some of the best tracks on there. Next is Bayou Country. The whole thing is like the outside kind of looks like it's in horrible shape, but the disc itself looks really nice. Can't Help But Born on the Bayou, Good Golly Miss Molly, and Proud Mary, and Keep on Truglin'. This is one of the few bands where just all of their songs, they have so many songs that are like really popular and just stick with you. But on here, I think one of my favorites is just Graveyard Train, the 8.5 minute just blues, just Gauntlet. And last of the three that I have, you got Green River. This was in the stack of first records that I ever got. And obviously, Green River and Bedman Rising are probably the two most popular songs on here. This is actually an album that doesn't have too many popular songs, but I think Commotion is actually my favorite on here. Oh, and right when I finish with that guy, we're done. So thank you guys so much for watching installment number 3 in my vinyl collection, and don't forget to spin that shit.